In sorrow, we announce the death of Paul Frederick, better known as Papa Paul, Brother Paul, or Mr. Paul of Ancillary, who passed away at the Victoria Hospital on Friday, 10th October 2014 at about 1:30 p.m. He was 80 years old. He was the proprietor of River Rock Waterfall Business Establishment in Ancillary. He was predeceased by his brothers and sisters, Winville Frederick, John Baptist Frederick, Tavi Ashton, Leah Frederick. His first wife, Berthelina Frederick, née Charlemagne. Left to mourn, his second wife, Anne-Marie Frederick. Sons, Sylvester Frederick of Ancillary, Hilary Frederick, building contractor and ex-police, Cameron Frederick, building contractor, Kiva Frederick, building contractor, Wesley Frederick, building contractor and proprietor of Kesley Comfort Villa, Devon Charles, employee of the Civil Service Credit Union, Teresa Emmanuel, employee of Sir Charlemagne Thrift Store, Catalina Frederick Hippolyte, teacher at the Vidbutai Secondary School, Leah Charles, Janetta Frederick Popo, mathematics teacher of the Bukai Secondary School and National Enrichment Learning Program. Stepdaughter, Casilda Clark, residing in the U.S. Brothers, Jer Frederick of Ancillary, Henry Frederick of the UK. Sister-in-law, Teresa Frederick of the UK, Grashamisa Frederick of Ancillary. Daughters-in-law, Susanna Frederick, Monica Frederick, Tutor Frederick, teacher of the Ancillary Primary School. Son-in-law, Christy Popo, building contractor of Bocage. Grandchildren, Gaddafi Kensley Frederick, Indira Frederick, student of the Bocage Secondary School. Zena Frederick, student of the Marigot Secondary School. Hanson Frederick and Shanice Frederick, both students of the Cyrus Simmons Secondary School. Kezia Shabelle Frederick, student of the University of the West Indies, Sir Arthur Lewis campus. Camry Frederick, student of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Naomi Frederick, student of the SDA Secondary School. Cameron Kobe Jr. Frederick, Azan Frederick in the U.S. Army. Shanika Frederick, university student in the U.S. Kesley Frederick. Chelsea Frederick, student of the Leon Hess Secondary School. Wesley Frederick Jr., student of the St. Mary's College. Yandel Adonis. Webster Emmanuel of the U.S. Chamberlain Emmanuel, civil engineer at the OECS office. Lawson Emmanuel. Telemina Emmanuel, student doctor. Derwin Emmanuel, computer engineer in the U.S. Whitney Emmanuel, Samia Popo, university student in Trinidad. Tamara Popo, university student in Trinidad. Chris Popo, Christy Popo Jr., medical practitioner in the U.S. Nisha Thompson, Craig Hippolyte, student of the SDA Primary School in Castries. Nadej Ernest, student of the Ancillary Infant School. Close nieces, Helen Daisy of Ancillary. Victoria Sinez, proprietor of Clear Sky Hotel. Bridget Rama, Shirley Charlemagne in the U.S. Gloria Jagroup in Texas. Ruth Frederick of Ancillary. Bernice Montut of Ancillary. Esther Fassois of the U.S. Catherine Popo of Ancillary. Matilda and Ruby in the U.S. Paula Frederick in the U.S. Great-grandchildren, Michaela Popo, student of the Anglican Infant School. Amber Emmanuel, student of the SDA Primary School. Sanjay Emmanuel, student of the SDA Primary School. Shami Emmanuel. Takia Emmanuel. Joanne Emmanuel. Zayomi Bellany, and many other relatives and friends in St. Lucia and abroad. The funeral service of the late Paul Frederick, better known as Papa Paul, Brother Paul, or Mr. Paul, will be held at the Ancillary SDA Church on Monday, 27th October 2014 at 3 p.m. Then the body will be laid to rest at the Ancillary Cemetery. The body now lies at Rambali's funeral parlor on Calvi Road, Castries.